In this video, I'm going to show you how to process an order once you get a sale. It's pretty simple once you do it a few times. However, pay close attention because I'm going to show you exactly what you need to do so then you can take this information and start processing orders. One piece of advice I would give you is once you get an order, process it as soon as possible. And once you start getting to a stage where you're getting multiple orders on a daily basis, I would recommend that set yourself a certain time every day where you sit down and you go through all your orders. There's a couple of things that you're going to need to do and I'll show you now. So first of all, I just want you to know that this is a test account over here. So before you think that you're going to go ahead and snipe it, you're not going to achieve anything by going over to this store or over here. I'm just using it as a test account for the purpose of this tutorial. And one thing I would also recommend is go ahead and download the app, the eBay app on your phone, whether you're using an iOS device or using an Android device. Go ahead and download the app because that's also a fantastic way of getting notified when you get a sale. So when you get a sale on the desktop version, you're going to see a little notification over here on the top right hand corner of the screen where you can go ahead and see details about the order. You can go ahead and click on it this way. Now when you do click on this, it's going to ask you to print a postage label. You're not going to print any postage labels out because you're not going to be sending orders out specifically this way. So if we just go back a second and then click on orders and then you click on all orders over here, it will show you this screen over here. Here's the details about the product. Here's the SKU of the product that will have been shown to you on the tutorial on how to list items. Here's the price that is sold for. Here's the total amount, $9.95. That's how much this product sold for. So what you want to do is you want to go ahead into order details. And to do that, on the left hand side over here where it says print shipping label, click on this little drop down over here and click on view record. And on this screen, it's going to show you details of the product itself. So the buyer, the email address of the buyer, the phone number, the date you sold it, the order number as well. You want to keep a track of this order number and I'll show you why. And here's the shipping method. It's going to show you the address and everything else where you need to send it. Now, sometimes if you are struggling with an address, just go ahead and Google it because you are going to get addresses from all over the world because you are doing an international strategy. So go ahead and Google the address if you can't find the exact details. And for example, if it's sold to someone in Italy, just go ahead and search for Italian addresses. If it's sold in France, go ahead and search French addresses if you need to do so. So what you want to do is you want to take the information of these shipping details and then you want to place the order to be sent out to this address over here. Now we'll have blurred out some of the information over here to protect customer information. So the next thing that you want to do is you want to go onto your supplier's website. So in this instance, I'm going to go CJ Dropshipping. And then over here, click on My CJ and then click on Products. And then on the left hand side of the screen where it says SKU list, go ahead and click on SKU list. And then if you've got a bunch of products, it's going to be quite difficult for you to browse through all of them. So the best way to do it is go back to the order and see where it says SKU, custom label SKU. Remember, the SKU of the product is this part over here. And then this second part over here that I'm highlighting, that's the specific variation of the product. So what you want to do is you want to search for the SKU as a whole. So all you have to do is just go ahead and copy this and then go back to My CJ and then just paste it over here and then click search. And what it will do, it will bring the product over here, bring all the product details. So you can just go ahead and open it up. And once it's opened up, you want to open up the specific product that you sold. So in this instance, we sold this version over here, which is the Ryu cap, which is the brown version. So you're just going to go ahead and click on the brown version over here. And then you're going to enter the country. So in this instance, I'm going to go ahead and send it out to United Kingdom. So I'm going to switch over here, look for United Kingdom. And the shipping method, you're going to decide either CJ packet, e-packet or Yanwen. And you're going to really go for the cheapest of the three. So in this instance, CJ packet is $3.42. If we look at e-packet, it's $3.62. And Yanwen is $3.29. So remember, we've set our shipping policies to cover all of these 3 to 20 days. If we look at e-packet, 7 to 20 days. And if we look at CJ packet, it's 5 to 15 days. So $3.42, and the cheapest one is Yanwen. So we're going to go ahead and use Yanwen on this instance. I have found that CJ packet is the fastest delivery. If you really just want to pay that little bit extra and go for CJ packet, by all means go for it. But you really want to be using CJ packet, e-packet or Yanwen. So let's just say, for argument's sake, we want to go for the cheapest option. In this instance, we're going to go for Yanwen. We're going to go ahead and click on OK. And this product in total will cost us $5.71. So what you then want to do is go ahead and add to cart. and then add. Now this product is ready to be shipped out. So what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and check out. Then we're going to click on ship to new address, and we're going to enter the customer's details over here. So I'm going to be with you in a second after I've entered all the customer's details. And to get that, just go back to this screen over here, and then you just copy the customer's details over here. If it asks you for a phone number, remember, just go ahead and ship it out with the customer's telephone number. If you do not have a telephone number, you can get back in touch with the customer, ask for a telephone number, or you can just put in your own, but it's best to put the customer's telephone number over here. Then make sure you select the correct shipping method. Remember, we opted to go for Yuan, so we're going to go ahead and click on Yuan, and it works out to a total of $5.71. We're going to go ahead and click on submit, and then it's going to ask you for a payment method. So you can pay with either wire transfer, PayPal, pay with card, pay with store credit, Payoneer. So in this instance, I'm going to pick PayPal, and then you click pay. And as you can see over here, this order is now being paid for. So what you want to do is you want to add these details to your eBay order sheet. Now I'm going to leave a link in the description of this video to an eBay order sheet that I've created, and I'm going to talk you through it now so you get a full understanding of exactly how it works. And the reason it's important to keep a track of everything, because just in case if you ever need to come back to it, you're going to go ahead and have everything on your eBay order sheet. So this over here is your eBay order sheet. So the first thing that you want to do is you want to go ahead and click File, and then you want to go ahead and download it as a Microsoft Excel version. You can't actually edit this version over here. Reason being is this is a copy for every single one of you guys, but you need to go ahead and download it and create your own version of it, and then go ahead and update your own version of it. What do we do over here? So over here, you want to put the eBay order number. So if we go back to this screen over here, you can see that the order number is over here. So sales record number, you want to go ahead and copy this, and it says 1275. Just paste it into over here, 1275. You want to put the date that the sale was made over here, 10/11/2019. Now the SKU of the product. To get that, you want to get this full SKU, not just part of it, the full SKU of the product, so you know exactly which one it is. Go ahead and copy that and then paste it in like so. And then the supplier. So in this instance, I'm going to use CJ. So I'm just going to write CJ. And then you want to put the supplier order number over here. In this section over here, you want to put the supplier order number. And to do that, you just go back to CJ and see where it says order number. You can just copy this and paste that in. Paste that in there. And then the eBay sale price. So this product, I sold it for $9.95. Now, over here, it shows this. See this blue section over here? This will automatically get filled in. Now, what I've done here is I've put an approximate of 10%. Sometimes it might be slightly more, sometimes it might be slightly less. Now, I just want you to know that this figure over here is actually an approximate. So don't take this for exact. If you want an exact of how much eBay sales charged you, I'll show you that later. But for this instance, I want you to know that this is just an estimate and it's calculated at 10%. Now, then you put the amount the product cost you. So in this instance, this product cost me $5.71. And then it shows that this will automatically get filled in. The PayPal fee, it will show that it's approximately 4.9% of the sale plus 30 cents. Now, the reason why that will be slightly higher than most PayPal fees that you are familiar with is because on international payments, sometimes PayPal does charge you more. I've kind of gone for the higher rate over here, but I do want you to know that if you want an exact figure, you can always go ahead and change it by going into your PayPal and then seeing the exact figure of the transaction. So over here, I put an estimate, and it shows that you sold for $9.95. The eBay fee would have been approximately $1. The product cost $5.71. The PayPal fee approximately 79 cents. So that means you would have made a profit on this product of around about $2.49. So let's go over the rest of it. I'm going to scroll across. So there's some information here. Refund amount. The reason I put this, just in case if you ever have to refund, say for example you do a partial refund, right? So say for example I didn't refund the whole amount and I refunded just $5. What that will actually do is it will then show you how much profit I have made or how much I have potentially lost. So in this instance, if I have refunded $5, I let the customer keep the item, I didn't get a refund from CJ Dropshipping in this instance, that means I still would have lost $2.54 on this sale. So just in case if you ever need to refund, then you could put a refund here. So I'm going to leave that blank for now. Once you get the tracking number, you always want to go ahead and put a tracking number over here. So if you ever need to come back onto this sheet and then you want to know exactly how to find the product on eBay, you've got the eBay order number here, you've got the SKU of the product over here, you know which supplier it is. If you ever want to find this order on CJ Dropshipping, then you know that this is the order number over here. You know exactly these details will help you in the future if you ever need to come back to refer to this. Then what you also want to do is put the tracking number. So as soon as you get the tracking number, you provide it to the customer. And to do that, you just go back to this screen over here, and then you click on this drop down box over here, and then you go ahead and click on add tracking number. And what you can do over here is you just paste the tracking number. For carrier over here, if you use Yanwen, you can just go ahead and type in Yanwen over here. eBay will recognize it. If you use ePacket, you can just go ahead and type in ePacket over here. Or if you use CJ Packet, just go ahead and type in other over here. Okay. And then paste in the exact tracking number that you get from the supplier. And then for your reference, keep a note of it over here. Now, if we scroll across a little bit, tracking added on eBay. Basically, all you want to put is, once you've added the tracking number onto eBay, just put yes. This is a reminder for you. The reminder for you is that you've added this tracking number onto eBay. Okay. So if you haven't put yes in there, that means maybe you may have the tracking number, but you still haven't added it. So this is a reminder for your own personal reference that you've actually added the tracking number on eBay. And every time you get a tracking number, just add it as soon as possible. Now, message 1, message 2, message 3. This again is a reminder. So you can just put yes, yes, yes once you've done it. So what is message 1? Message 1 is once you've received an order, right? What I tend to normally do is I send a message directly to the customer. And to do that, you go back to this screen over here and then you click on contact buyer. Now, I'm going to leave a bunch of messages in the description of this video as templates for you to go ahead and send it out. So the first message you send as soon as you receive the order. Thank you for placing an order with us. This message is to confirm that we have received your order and it is now being processed in our database. We will message you again once the item has been dispatched. If you have any questions about your order, feel free to reply to this message at any time and we will reply back to you within 24 business hours. Thank you for shopping with us. So once you've sent that message, it's just good for customer service. You don't have to do it, but it's good for customer service. It's some reassurance to the customer and they're going to remember these little messages, and you're more likely to get feedback when you do leave these messages. And once you've sent that message, you can just go ahead and type in yes over here. That's just a reminder for you. Again, it's not compulsory for you to do so, but it's good. Now, message 2 is something that I also recommend that you send out as well. Again, it's optional. You don't have to send it, but it will also increase the likelihood that you're going to get positive feedback because you really will be helping out with the user experience, the buyer experience. Again, I will leave the pre-written text in the description of this video so you can just copy and paste it onto your messages, or you can just go ahead and edit it if you wish to do so. Hello, this message is to confirm your order has now been dispatched. Here is your tracking number. You can track your order here. If you have any questions about your order, feel free to reply to this message at any time and we will reply back to you within 24 business hours. Thank you for shopping with us. So once you get your tracking number, you want to go ahead and add your tracking number to this website over here. Again, I will leave a link to it in the description of this video, 17track.net. You're going to go ahead and paste your tracking number over here and then click track. So just to give you an example of place this order over here previously, and here's the tracking number. And then what you want to do is you want to send, copy and paste in this exact URL over here. So where it says here is your tracking number, you want to go ahead and paste the exact tracking number, which is this over here. And then it says you can track your order here. You want to paste this link at the top over here. And that way you're giving customers an easy way of tracking their order, whether they use the eBay system to track their order or whether they just want to go ahead and click on the link and they can check it out over here as well. So you're really adding to the user experience over here. Now, once you've sent that message, you can just go ahead and put a yes over here. Again, it's optional, just as a reminder. Now, message number 3. This again is optional. Some people do it, some people don't. But once the item has been delivered, if you've been tracking orders and if you really be checking it out after if they've been sent or not, or delivered or not, then once the item is delivered, you can send them the final message. And the final message you probably send them is something like, hello again, our records show your order for so and so. So in this instance, it's a baseball cap, has been delivered. We do our best to deliver items as quickly as possible whilst providing an excellent shopping experience. All feedback is appreciated, so if you can leave us some feedback about your shopping experience, we will really appreciate it. Also, if you have any questions about your item, then feel free to contact us directly at any time simply by replying to this message. Thank you. Now, the reason why this message works out really well is sometimes customers may have a problem. On the rare occasion they may have a problem. What you don't want them to do is raise a concern with eBay. This kind of encourages them that if there is ever a problem with the order, they can contact you directly. And if you can deal with the problem, if it ever occurs, without eBay getting involved, that is the best way to do it. And once you've sent that message, you can then go ahead and type in yes. Now again, remember, message 1, message 2, message 3, completely optional. When you are first starting out and you've got a new business, you're not getting many orders, then I would highly recommend that you at least definitely go ahead and do it, because this will add to the shopping experience and it will help you micromanage and help you get positive feedback quicker. Now this may seem a little bit time consuming because of this tutorial, but once you start placing a few orders, you're going to get used to it and everything will become a lot easier for you and you'll be able to do it within a few clicks. Let's go over to the next video.